Hey everyone, welcome to this session. My name is Benjamin. I will be your host. I'm here with Marcin. How are you?
Hello, Benjamin, and hello, everyone. I'm doing great. Thank you very much. I hope you are doing well too. Um, yeah, preparing for the year-end season, and I'm also I would lie. Um, I would have lied if I said that I don't think how the market gonna look like this New Year season. This like 1 week before New Year, 1 week after. It's been interesting. Some years especially, we've been having strong swings, low liquidity. I think low liquidity it will be the name of the game, and that fact is kind of polarizing for my projections, for my ideas, how this New Year period could look like. So yeah, I'm actually, I'm pretty interested, pretty excited, like if I was watching a football game or something.
Yeah, so we probably started the Santa Claus rally yesterday. I mean, we had gold with a pretty strong breakout. Commodities are looking pretty strong. Even like SP 500, Nasdaq, they all started well. Bitcoin trade.
So Santa likes gold.
Yeah, Santa likes everyone really, except maybe dollar. Um, but yeah, really, it was kind of expected. Usually, we have a sort of rally during Santa during the week, um, like from Christmas to maybe just after New Year's Eve. As you said, probably because there is a lack of liquidity in the books. So most of the big actors and institution, they are in holidays. They are out. So books are empty. I
So
mean, yeah.
so bad actors can be driving the market easily, right? If there is not much liquidity, if no serious traders, then um, in Poland we are having this saying um, when the how would you translate it? Because it's kind of old Polish saying, but when the host and his wife, when they are out of the hut, then mice are doing their
They're
things.
playing, yeah.
So, yeah, so like mice get busy, and so
Yeah.
we are having this kind of situation on the market, I believe,
Yeah.
that those big guys are out, and then small guys are doing their things, are playing around. um
And I mean, it's not only this year, it's like seasonal, like not every year, but most of the year. We have a similar scenario, meaning that uh this
but liquidity is out, right?
exactly liquidity is always out around this season because most of the people are taking their holidays right now.
Yeah,
Meaning,
but sometimes it's lazy and non-directional, right? And sometimes that low liquidity makes the market more shaky or more volatile because, like, if the market wants to move, it moves too easily, so to speak, right?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, for myself, I've experienced it with Bitcoin and crypto, not necessarily at Christmas, but more around New Year's Eve, where is probably the period where the liquidity is the lowest in the books. And usually you always have this kind of pretty big move in Bitcoin and crypto around New Year's Eve. So you usually are with your friend enjoying like a party or a drink and it's New Year's Eve and the price of Bitcoin starting to either nuke or have a massive volatile move. I've seen it plenty of time. Um, as you said, maybe there are some actors profiting from the lack of liquidity, and they are just moving the price around. Um,
That would be my bet.
yeah,
That it's the time for the pump. If you want to pump something, you wait for low liquidity. This is also applicable to Monday Asian sessions, right? Like if there if no one's there, you can play around, right? If out of a sudden players who are big but not the biggest, they are maybe much bigger, relatively much bigger now, right? And they can do their own stuff. Yeah, pretty interesting. I mean, yesterday one of the viewers asked a question, "Where's the Santa Rally?" You know, and
I mean,
and you said now you said it's starting.
I mean, it,
By the way, guys, you can be asking questions in the chat. Not only questions, we are open for your thoughts, your ideas, your views. We'll be happy to hear from you.
we can see
Um,
it in gold, the Santa Rally. We can see here the move we had in the past like 24 hours. It's just only up on gold. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty visible, but it waited to start during the really like the Christmas week, low liquidity, then it's starting.
yeah, and interestingly, yesterday I also had a question: Can we now short gold? Like yesterday, midday before U.S. session.
I mean,
And
yeah,
I was saying that well, no, because there are no signals for bearishness, but also so you need some more development for bearishness, but also there is like 30 points of space to the upside, and only until the end of the day we did 30 points to the upside. This is kind of a one-way day that you are seeing. It's looking like one way when Asia is up and London is pressing up. I mean, there is a strong risk that the US, like strong risk, there is strong chance that US also going to be up. And now we again having Asia up, right? Asia um also corrected, but in general Asia is up already, right? So that's really strong market. Although I
I,
could see US correcting that
yeah.
today finally.
Yesterday, I waited for a possible false breakout on gold. I mean, here, if this candle kind of retraced and closed red or something like below 4,360, something like that, it would have looked very bad in one move. So I waited. Maybe we would have this sort of false breakout here, close below, and then I would have personally shorted to maybe this area or this area. But for now, we never had this kind of signals. I mean, we had a strong
It,
close.
there was such potential, right? Always when the market is exploring like liquidity over the previous high, there is potential for false breakout. The thing is
Yeah.
there was no clue for that. It was very early. If you want to be this predictive, you have to be also very reactive if in case things not going your way, because right now it's a squeeze, right? Like if you tried to short it preemptively,
Oh
predictively,
yeah,
you would have been squeezed, right?
of course.
But then it
Yeah.
could be also two candles. The false breakouts could be two candles. I don't see any issue with that. Could be three or four candles because the supply on the false breakout. I mean, I feel like there is this assumption that it should be fast. It should immediately come and overwhelm and then drop the price. I don't think so. I think it could be also gradual liquidation of gradual, supply that would be stopping and then gradually pressing lower as buyers are coming. So I think false breakouts could be two candles, could be three
Yeah,
or
yeah.
four candles.
Of course it could,
It
but
is also possible.
here we never had this kind of signals. I mean, we can go on whatever time frame we
Yeah,
want.
no signals.
Yeah, in daily, in 12 hour and in 4 hour, even on smaller time frame. We never had this kind of signal because here would be like the area to like where the first breakout could happen. And then basically we have a strong breakout and then it start to trend. Maybe here could have been the possibility for a reversal, but it never really happened. We didn't really have any signal of weakness at all yesterday in gold. I personally didn't short it. I waited. If I had something like this, and this, I would have shorted around here with a stop here or here. But it's just like the plan I had. If the price was having a false breakout or swing failure pattern, I would have done that, but I never got it. So I personally never shorted. I'm not starting blindly in this kind of huge trending move. It's always, in my opinion, a very bad idea because you are getting in front of a train, and yeah, usually this is not the best idea. We can see here for the Santa Rally, for example, here for the past, let's say 30 years, something like that, since 1999. We basically had most of the time like 72% of.
Can you maybe zoom it in because it's very small for
Yeah.
us? Like maybe control. Oh, okay. Is it possible to zoom?
Wait, I will just give me 1 second. I will just maybe open it in another like this. Be better? Yeah. Can you see better?
Yeah, I can see better. Okay, I think it's as good as we can have it.
Yeah.
Because some viewers are watching us on
On
mobile
mobile.
devices.
Yeah.
So, but okay, this is probably
So this is basically
as good.
like a table with a Santa Claus rally. So here the last 5 trading days of December and the first 2 of January, or the exact data he took. And he divided the SP 500 by sectors to try to look at the best performing sectors over the past 30 years. Overall, we can see that for the SP 500, we have a 72% odds of being positive for the Santa Claus rally. So yeah, the data is definitely in favor of positive move in SP 500 over the period of low liquidity we were just talking about before. And then we can see that usually the best sectors are materials, financials, energy. And the worst are probably like utilities and consumer staples. So here we have like the sort of like every sector divided to understand the past 30 years. But yeah, overall we have like it's not that strong of a rally. Like for example, here SP 500, it's below 1% usually during this period. So it's green usually, probably because of the low liquidity, but it's not like a strong rally usually.
Well, this year we are having also that
I mean, if
a little bit specific period. I'm checking because I'm having two. Okay, I've been sent two summaries of the market. But I'm, in the news, I'm seeing like gold is going up due to safe haven flows, and that's like I don't want to be off here. Was that Bloomberg or
if you
Reuters is stocks precious metals rise, yen on intervention watch. Okay, very nice. Thank you, Captain Obvious. But then here we are getting the news.
do we want to take the
Gold hit
screen?
record high on safe haven demand. That's Reuters. I mean, we are having Venezuela, right? Like this situation with Venezuela, where Donald Trump ordered full sea blockade. So they are seizing all the oil tankers, right? They are trying to block the revenue stream, which is going to China, right? 80% of Venezuelan oil was being bought by China. Now US is blocking that, and they are trying to change regime in Venezuela, and cut off financing for the current regime without boots on the ground, right? Putting boots on the ground. So airstrikes and maybe and sea blockade.
Yeah.
So is that safe haven? Like what else? I mean, VIX is very steady. I don't see risk off, except gold is pushing up, maybe supported by this.
Yeah, I've also seen
Treasuries.
statistics on the VIX where